Hey YouTube, what's up? SpeedPlayer again, and I have here an Arthoa check deck. Now, this deck was not this is not an original idea of mine entirely. This is just like 100% hikeda. It's just I made some changes, and also I don't have all the cards he used. But yeah, this is based entirely on his cycle deck with Nequin and Zerv. It has some of the same cards, but I just made a few changes. I don't run the same music, so let's see our creatures. So. The front line, he used this exact front line, so 2 Nequins, both with 70 energy, both with the Vial of Liquid Thought. Now, because this is in our Arthoa check deck, I run some big attacks, then a bunch of zeros, so that's for, like, cycle, and also, yeah, like, again, this is entirely hikeda. Well, unequipped Nequin gains Water 5 and Untargetable, so that's just good, since this is an Arthoa check deck, and I run water attacks, and Untargetable is always good. And then, again, Zerv Monsoon Defender is what his deck was based off of. So his Elementalist Pauldrons, so he just needs his water, and then that's all good. So this deck is based around getting your opponent water so that Zerv gets more energy, and then they deal more damage. And this one is max energy. Their stats don't really matter, since they win all their stat checks. In the back, so Realm Water Master, give your creatures extra energy, Baldur's Flute, or Muji counters. Here, now, he runs a Loma Desert Wanderer for Defender. Now I have the Zenith of the Hive Loma, but she sucks. She has 35 energy. Even if I give her a Ring of Naran, 55 energy isn't that good for a Defender, so Earbex is better. Plus he has Water 5, and I also wanted to have even Overworld Danians. Now you could also do a Somnort, but I just wanted Zerv to get all the elements, because he will get it from Earbeck. Because he'll get the water from everybody else, but Earbeck gets from the earth. So that's good. But you guys can run Somnort if you want, because he's got Defender water, and both these guys have water. But, you know, I just wanted to even out the Danians. So yeah, he's got a Bronze Light to defend. He should be a good enough fighter. And then, of course, Captain Arthoa of the Azoa with this energy vessel to protect him from Mujic. 50 energy gives my creatures the ability to win all their stat checks. I'm not going to show you guys the Mujic second. I'm going to do that last. So, but first we'll just show our location. So. Storm Tunnel Flooding to give your creatures Water 5, and since they vary, your entire front line has air, they gain an extra 10 energy. Skeletal Springs, Overworld Initiative, prevents Flume Morphers from gaining Muji counters, and then you gain Water 5. Barlow's Burrow, because of all the stat checks, so you get Upward Form. Rapid Sack, you want to spread out your counters evenly among your frontline creatures, so you guys can decide who to put this on. Light Canopo, Virtual Sight to keep your elements, and also I've got a couple Hurricanes in the attack deck, so when you play them, then you won't lose your air attacks. But don't attack with, when that comes up, don't attack with Zerv, because I don't think it'll work out very well. Feed Owl's Refractorium for more cycle, Initiative Wisdom. And then the Garden, 2 of them, again, Hikeda's idea. Give your opponent water, and then you attack with Zerv on this location, so he'll gain energy and deal more damage. And then 2 Baldur's Arsenal to bring back your Vials of Liquid Thought. You can bring back your Baldur's Flute if you want to, but the Vial of Liquid Thought is probably better, so 2 of those. Alright, let's see our attacks. So, this deck runs 2 big attacks, and then a bunch of zeros, and then some 1s, and a couple 2s. So, Burning Rain for the water attack. Fluid Flame in case you need your water back. Viper Wipeout with the 2 Hurricanes, so you can like get your air back. So, 2 Hurricanes. Astronaut Feint. This deck has a lot of cycle with your attack cards. Aqua Recoil, Water, and then it has Heal. I think Gray is just good with Arthoa check. They would win the stat check anyways, but I just wanted to have one of these types of attacks. Ghost Scout for the Disciplines and Water attack. Traditionalist Charge, because this is an Arthoa deck, check deck, so I run like these types of attacks. So that, to gain energy and deal damage. Synaptic Acceleration, you deal damage and draw and discard an attack card. Meditative Leap, so you're going to use both these abilities, so you're probably going to want to move around your Muji counters on your creatures, because I've got, well, you'll see in a sec, so you put them on, and then you draw and discard attack cards, so 2 of those. Magma Hack for the 100 stat check, deal 15 attack, I just wanted to use it, instead of, like, Glacial Ball, but it doesn't really matter, as long as you have one of those, like, so there's Glacial Balls, Unarmed Brawl Bash, or Academy Strike, or Magma Hack. Then 2 Twister of Elements, Air and Water. You can search your attack deck for up to 3 attack cards and put them in your attack discard pile, so that again, good cycle to get rid of your 0 build cost cards. Smart Smack and Instantaneous Inspiration for the stat checks, and then 2 big attacks. Tainted Thunderstorm for the water attack, and Challenge Muji counter, which is what the Meditative Leap is for. So if you have at least 1 more Muji counter than you opposing game creature, deal 20 damage. So this attack can deal 50 damage, and since Niquin can have Water 5 when he's doing this, potentially 55 damage. And then if you're in like the Storm Tunnel or Skeletal Springs, potentially 60 damage. And with Surf, potentially 65. So these are two big attacks, and of course Mega Roar, big attack. Alright, we'll show you guys the music now. So this is only one Danian music, 2 Overworld music, and 3 generic. So I'm not really going to assign it, but because you can move around your counters and gain counters. So Rhyme of the Reckless, Geo Flourish for the heal. Fluidmorpher's Fanfare is because you can gain a music counter and Water 5, so that's good. Refrain of Denial, Overworld and Danian, and then Harmonics of Water. Fairly obvious, those music choices. I was originally going to go with a Fluid Fugue, but I thought that having 3 2-cost music, even though Fluid Fugue gives you a counter, is just a bit much, so I just went with the Geo Flourish. So the way this deck works is you fight with your frontline creatures, you use the Meditative Leaps and Rapid Sack to gain counters on them. When the match starts, you sacrifice Rom's Balladeer's Flute, have that counter. Yeah, you go in with Zerg if they have water, or with Garden. With Niquin, you like play your big attacks and then sacrifice your Vial of Liquid Thought to bring them back and sacrifice them again. Bull's Arsenal to bring them back. You know, you move around your music counters, cast your music. You only need to have a music counter on one of the Niquins. Yeah, it's, you know, Arthoa, I will be doing more Arthoa check decks. This is just, I really want you to do Hikeda's one. So you can see it on his blog. It's his Fun Cycle deck. It's really good. In his version, he runs like Ursus and Loma Desert Wanderer. Like, one of the guys got 2 Ursuses. He's epic. Alright, yeah, thank you guys. Speed Player 8 out.